Good morning. Welcome to the South Grand Hotel, home of the stars, home of presidents, home of the ducks, and of course, home to our appreciated guests and visitors. My name is John. I'm the assistant duck master, and I want you all to know there's some things you can do besides see the duck mark. Number one, you can visit the Peabody Skyway. If you push S on the elevator, it'll take you to the Skyway route. If you exit to the right, you'll have an excellent view of the city of Memphis. And if you look to the left, you will see a large mansion facade. If you go around it, you'll see the newly renovated Peabody Duck Palace. As many have called it, Duckingham Palace. If you take a left off the Skyway route, you will see the famous Skyway Ballroom that has been host to many of the greatest big bands over the years. The Peabody Hotel began its long history in 1869, a few blocks from here on Main and Monroe. It was built by Robert C. Brinkley. It's called Peabody because George Peabody, a generous humanitarian, often called the father of modern philanthropy, was his best friend. And he died the very day the hotel opened its doors. But it was unselfishly named after him. It stayed there for 54 years, but closed its doors in 1923. And the Peabody Hotel was rebuilt here by September 1st, 1925, just under a $5 million budget. Now, what about the ducks? First of all, folks, I will tell you that these ducks are tenured. They get no vacation days. However, they do go into mandatory duck retirement after 3 short months. After that time, they're free to go back to the preserve on which they were raised, to live out their little duck lives in peace and harmony. On behalf of the ducks you will see today, they've been with me about 3 weeks now. And they've pretty much learned the ropes. But I've learned one thing, folks, whether a duck has been here 1 month or 3, you never ever take a duck for granted. Things do happen. This tradition started in 1933 when the general manager, Frank Shutt, and his best friend, Chip Bark, were returning from a duck hunting trip in Arkansas. They had been drinking some Tennessee sipping whiskey. Today we call it Jack Daniels. Needless to say, they got a little tipsy and decided to play a little joke on the guests. They took some of their live English decoy call ducks, put them in the lobby fountain, and left to sleep it off. Returning some hours later, to their surprise and to the amusement of the guests, the ducks were still dead. Thus began a tradition that has continued to this very day. But I must add, the road was not always so smooth, because in 1939, the use of live decoy call ducks was outlawed. And the Peabody Hotel was left facing a dilemma: how to continue the tradition. Eventually, they met Mr. Edward Pembroke, who had retired from Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus. They challenged him to take 5 northern mallards, 1 male we call a drink, 4 females we call hens, train them to come from their royal duck mansion across the Skyway route, into the elevator, across the red carpet, into the lobby fountain, and to remain there until 5 p.m. Well, I can assure you folks, that is where the challenge lies. But Mr. Pembroke took up that challenge, and not only that, became duck master for more than 50 years, even appearing on the Johnny Carson show. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us, but we definitely owe him many thanks. Folks, I'm going to head up and get my little duckies now. Keep in mind, I have to come down at approximately 11 o'clock, and barring any duck drama, I hope to be on time. Thank you, folks.
Go back up to the car.